I am playing a real chess game with my student and friend Tam, who is redsparkles111. And what I'm doing here is I installed the Chess app on Tam's phone and got her logged in, and now she's learning how to use the phone to play. And she's learned how to uh, accept takebacks and I have her propose takebacks and then I accept. So this is actually really cool because now this is what I like about playing with real people is instead of either accepting the queen's game by taking my pawn with the d5 pawn, she did something completely out of the ordinary. I never see this. I never see something quite like this. In all the games I've played, I've never seen somebody do a pawn to b5 there. That's a new one. So the question is, do I want to take that pawn or not? That's a very good question about what I want to do here, because I've just never seen anybody do that exact kind of thing. So I think what I may do is I may go ahead and just take this pawn and see what happens, because I don't know what's going to happen here because I've never seen anybody do that. Usually people take the pawn or they decline, but because people who study chess, they are using the common responses. They study opening books and they have certain pawns. So here, she could have just declined again by moving the C pawn there, but instead move the other pawn first. So the only downside to this is that she's just letting me take her pawns. That's what it comes down to. So okay, yeah. So this is cool though, because I'm going to by streaming this, I am able to have a video recording of this. So I will be speaking to Tam, basically explaining this. So Tam, she can't hear me right now. She's listening to music, but when she watches this, she'll know everything I have to say here. So that's the only downside. Is I love the creativity of the moves, but this is allowing me to take pawns. Or is it a trap? I don't know. I don't know if Tam's advanced enough yet to be trapping me with all this. But so far, this is very creative. Okay, there's the knight. So the knight took my pawn. I like this. Okay. So now I need to start getting my other pieces moved out. It might be a good idea at this time to move this pawn to e3, because that way I can defend that pawn from the knight in case my queen decides to move, because my queen might want to move. I don't know what I might decide with my queen later. So this is very exciting because playing chess with somebody you know, and getting to see their psychology is more fun than playing strangers online by far. Okay, so she moved the king's pawn there. I could take it, but then the knight just takes my pawn. Um, huh. I think what I'll do is I'll move the bishop here and pin the knight. Now the knight won't be able to move because that would put Tam's king in check. That's what is the idea here. But the e pawn, the e5 pawn, can still take. Oh, Tam put me in check. Tam, that's actually very smart because see, you put me in check, and I know what the best move in this case is. See, the best move in this case, because my king has to get out of check, but if I did anything else, you would just take my bishop. So I block with the knight, and then the queen can't take my bishop because then the knight would kill the queen. So that's the idea. Yeah. Yes, this is okay. Oh, okay. This is freaky. Because see now what Tam has done is she's put both the bishop and the queen both attacking this knight. But what I will do is before Tam can do anything to me, I need to take this knight and put Tam's king in check. Because that buys me time to figure out what I'm going to do about the other threat. Whenever you don't know what to do, put your opponent in check and buy yourself time. That's what I like to tell people. Besides, putting them in check is good because then that distracts them from whatever they were planning. And sometimes that makes a difference. You just distract them from their plans. So I still have the problem of my knight being attacked. So I think what I'll do, and this is weird, is um, I'm actually going to move this knight here, which sounds very strange, but the idea is if the bishop takes my knight, then I'll just replace it with another knight. That's the idea. I could have taken the rook, but then I would end up losing my rook because I can see moves ahead how that would happen. Now Tam is doing something. She's pinning my knight here with that bishop. So my knight can't move without my queen dying. But in this case, I have a defense because I can just put this pawn in the way. So that threat is neutralized. I don't need to worry about that because I can just chase that bishop away. So that's the idea here. This is actually really, really cool. I'm going to let her know, hey Tam, I am streaming this game. I will show you the recording later so you can have my full analysis. I made the text bigger. I resized things, made it bigger so that you can see the text bigger, and the borders I think got a little bit bigger too. So I love this layout because now you get to see the chat of the game as well as there's also a chat of the stream. Anybody who's watching the stream. So now Tam's bishop got scared away there. So that's totally fine. And then what I think I will do is I will castle my king because that way my king won't be in danger by any attacks of that queen or bishop. So getting my king to safety. Oh, and now Tam moved that rook there. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I can't kill the rook. So what am I going to do with this bishop? I will figure something out. You know I will. I know. I will put the king in check. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can still do that. I can put the king in check here. And the. Oh, and it made me go to the next game because I have multiple games. So it took me off of the game with Tam. I need to switch back to the game with Tam. See, because normally I'm playing correspondence games with multiple people, and I wanted to switch to the next game after I made my move. But right now, the full focus is on the game with Tam, so I need to have that off when I'm doing this. So now the king moved there, and now I have to come up with something else here. So what I can do is I can I can attack this rook here, and by moving the bishop here, the bishop still defends my knight, so Tam can't take the knight. But does Tam notice that? That's the important thing. Oh, are you sure about that. I can kill the queen. Okay, she opposes the take back. She can do something different. We don't want her to give up her queen that easy. The idea is, I have more of experience of a player of chess than Tam is. But if I allow her to go back and fix her mistakes, then it'll take me longer to beat her, and she'll learn things in the process. Because sometimes you give up the queen too early. Okay. Okay, now move the bishop there. I see. Now I'm in a predicament here because if I kill the rook, then the queen can kill my knight. But if I do this and defend my knight first, then the queen won't be able to kill my knight, even if the bishop moves. Oh, okay. Now we can do this. I can take the rook. Now, oh, hey, we have a follower. Hello, thank you for following History Boy. Hi, I am playing a live chess game. Well, it's a casual correspondence game, but the thing is, Tam is online on her phone making moves right now. So moves still happen, but there's no time limit. And I decided I'm going to stream this so there's a recording so I can always play it back for Tam. So everything I say about this game, of what is going on, Tam can then take that into account and then learn from it. So it's a teaching moment. I will probably win the chess game, but you know it's about teaching. It's going to be a lot of fun. And theoretically, I want to teach Tam enough chess so that she can eventually beat me. That's the goal as a teacher. But I'm also not going to just let her win. The idea is that I train Tam's brain to start seeing things and to be able to eventually outsmart me. There's not too many people who actually do that, I don't think. I mean, there's chess teachers, but it's not that common to play with your chess coach. Or maybe it is. I don't really know because I've never had my own chess coach. I'm not sure what the standard procedure is here. But I'm a self-taught online player of chess. So, okay, now that bishop took my pawn and my knight is under attack. But also this bishop is in danger if I don't do something about it. So first I'm going to, well, I should probably defend that bishop. That would probably be the smart thing to do. So if I do this, then that bishop can still take my knight, but then at least my bishop captures it back. And I'll still have the advantage piecewise, so I'm still in good shape, even though I will lose that knight. Oh, Tam proposes a take back. Tam wants to do something else. Good job seeing that, Tam. You wanted to go back because you realized you had the opportunity to take that bishop, and you can totally do that. There's no way I could have stopped you there, but you had to see it for yourself. And now I'm going to capture this bishop. I'm going to sacrifice my knight to take that bishop because I just really didn't like both that queen and that bishop both targeting my territory here. It seems like that if they gang up, if I allow them to gang up, they'll do dangerous plans to me. This is very exciting. Yes. Oh, and also we have a comment from History Boy. I am also self-taught, but I am only 1300 ELO on chess.com. Well, History Boy, let me tell you, for some reason, the ratings are different on Lead Chess than they are on chess.com. For instance, I usually hover around the 16 or 1700 range, depending on the time control and stuff. I'm not good at Blitz, but chess.com, my elo was about 1200. It's gone just up above 1300 finally. So it's different, but basically, I've never quite understood why the rating difference is. I'm not completely sure about that, but I think part of it is the higher number of cheaters on chess.com. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, we're both self-taught, and I watch videos and I've bought some courses. So Tam took my knight here, and now I am going to. Oh wait. Oh, Tam did a question mark. Okay. Tam has a question mark, and I said, what's the question you have? Okay, so Tam had to move the king, or maybe Tam had a question because she was wondering when I was going to make my move. I was getting distracted with the chat, but this is all an interactive experience here. So now the king has moved there. I need to start opening things up here. I'm going to capture that pawn there. But this is great because Tam can communicate through me with the game chat here, even though she's in the other room actually. Okay, this is weird. So now I'm going to put Tam's king in check here by moving the bishop. So yeah, I'm kind of ganging up on the king here because the goal is to checkmate. But the thing is, Tam's lasted longer because when she saw a certain move wasn't good, then she requested a take back. That's kind of the idea here, is that I'm allowing her many second chances here, to improve and do it right. So now if the rook moves here and puts the king in check again, then there is only one legal move. See, yeah, Tam could go there with the king. That was the one move. But here's the thing about it is, okay, I can put Tam's king in check using the knight. I could do that. But it might actually be better if I were to put the king in check right here with the queen. And the reason I'm doing that here is because Tam still can move the king, but the only move she can do is to take that pawn. I think that's the only thing. Because, see, the bishop guards these two squares. This pawn guards these two squares, and the queen guards these. So this pawn right here is the only one that is not defended. So Tam can still do that, but does she see it? See, this is cool. Oh, and History Boy has some more comments that I'm reading here. So, I yeah. Well, Chess has some great puzzles, though. Yes, unlimited puzzles with Chess. That's another benefit of Chess. Why it's better than chess.com. It's free, no pop-up ads. Unlimited puzzles. I'm not very good at the puzzles, mind you. I'm horrible at the puzzles. They can still block, but that might be the worst possible move. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, you can block, but that is a bad idea. Oh, now this is what's interesting is Tam took the pawn, which is, of course, as I just pointed out, was the only legal move here. So now what are we going to do here? Oh, look at this. I think I see a checkmate. I think we have a checkmate here. But instead of checkmating immediately, I'm going to take the rook here, because that was what I was thinking. So it's not checkmate yet. So I'm giving Tam a chance to not be checkmated just yet. I could have checkmated there by moving my queen right there. But I'm going to see what happens if I prolong the game just a little bit here. Because that gives, it's fun. Because sometimes I don't always checkmate immediately. Sometimes it's fun to take a few more pieces first. Let's see here. Yeah, this is nice, and thank you for joining the chat, History Boy, because I love to stream playing chess, but this is a special one. Oh, having a problem. Tam's having a problem. I'm going to go and see what the problem is. I'm gonna help Tam here, and we'll see how this goes. Let's see here. Okay. Uh, I'll be all right. Okay. I'll be there soon, Tam. Uh, all right. You said you're having a problem? Yeah. Well, okay. Here's not. So here's the thing. So your checklist is okay. But here's the thing is, it's not that they skill in, but in life, it's not possible. Here's what the nature. Okay, let me see here. Huh. Strange. It won't let her move. Wait a minute. I'm seeing. Wait a minute. I think I was. I think I might have been wrong here. That's strange. What is? Wait a minute. Oh, I see. I see what it is. Yeah, I'll show you. You know what? I just realized that you can't do not checkmate. Yeah, okay, so the game can't go anywhere, but because you still lost, you can stop. Yeah. So that is that happens. Then That's the only move. Okay. But yeah, because I was confused. I thought you could move over. It's on my road. I realized. Okay. Okay, guys, we found the problem. The problem was that the king couldn't move because the rook guards these three squares, the knight guards this as well as the bishop, and and then this one is by the pawn. So the king literally had nowhere to go, and the only legal move in this case was for her to block with the queen. But then after that happens, did I come here and it is checkmate. But I didn't even see that. I didn't. For some reason I was still thinking the king could move. So I was wrong there. So, but the thing about it is when you play online chess, it doesn't let you move an illegal move. Whereas on a real chessboard, you might move your king into check by mistake, and that's what's great about. Yeah, so yeah, you're right, history boy. It's an accidental mate. Oh yeah, this is so cool. So yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I'll still send a rematch, but the truth is, I have to leave for work at 9, so we will only be able to make a few moves here in this game. But Tam played e4, so I'm gonna do e6 and go into the French defense here. Oh, okay. Here, yeah, she got 2 pawns in the center, which is good. And now we're in this interesting French defense position where, oh, the knight. Okay, so there's the knight. I'm going to move the bishop here and pin the knight so it can't move. But see, Tam's making moves faster now. Now Tam is catching on and making the moves a little bit faster. So it's getting more exciting. Yeah, this is cool. I love it. See, this is gonna get better and better. Now that we've got Tam with an account on Lichess, we can play more games and get this figured out. So I'm going to see if I can move. I'm going to move the bishop back, but still pin the knight. Okay. And then Tam moves the other knight, but I'm going to take this pawn here. That's what I'm going to do. And now that pawn is also attacking the knight. So I got attacks on both of Tam's knights here going on. But Tam got the knight. Oh, but the knight is not safe because the queen can come over here and kill the knight. But Tam could request a takeback. She might request a takeback when she realizes this. Oh, but instead attacked my king with the bishop. I block with the pawn. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then I need to get more pieces involved in the action here. All right, there we go. Let's get the knight out. And now Tam attacked my queen with the pawn. So let's just move the queen over. Yeah, let's move the queen here. That's the only safe square for the queen. I like this because having no time limit in a game of chess is just very relaxing. And you would just want to think of what the best move is, not necessarily, oh, what move can I just make on instinct? So I always play chess better when there's no time limit. Now, of course, Tam just let me take her rook, but she can request a take back. Oh, yep, as I knew she would. See, she requested a take back here. because I took her rook. She realized it was a mistake, and she could still defend that rook by moving it close to the king. Yes, that's the only way to defend the rook in this case. And then I perhaps okay. This looks really funny, but I'm gonna move this pawn right here. I have a plan. It's a weird plan, but it's still a plan. Okay, the bishop. The bishop could kill my knight if I don't do anything about it. So, I think I will move the knight just so it's safe. Oh, okay. Interesting. So now I can use this pawn to attack the knight and see what happens. Now the knight can move. That's the key thing, is the knight is capable of moving. So it makes it kind of funny because the knight's not pinned anymore, but I'm getting a pawn closer to the other side. Oh, well, if Tam does that, then I can take the knight. But she may see that. Will she request a take back, or will she just go with it? Oh, okay. Well, okay, this is getting very interesting. So I'm going to advance this pawn and put the king in check, because now the bishop, it's a discovered attack on the king, going all the way to the king. So that's what's going on there. So the king can obviously get out of check by blocking with either the pawn to here or the bishop back to here, or even with the queen, but that would be a bad move because then I would just take the queen with the bishop or the knight, because I have multiple pieces. That's the idea. See, I planned this attack so that all these pieces would be up going on here, and it's very dangerous because Tam's best move. Oh, what? Um, I'll take that if you want me to. I will take that queen, but you can request a take back. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, check with the pawn. Oh man. Okay, and this knight is in danger now. Yeah, this knight is totally in danger, but it's what's defending. See, the knight is defending the bishop here. So if I move the knight, then Tam can take the bishop. But if I first, well, actually though, I can, I'll move the knight here and attack the rook and bishop simultaneously here. The knight is now targeting both of these. So Tam will kill the bishop if she sees that, but she didn't. So Tam did not see it. So because Tam didn't see it, then I will take her bishop, is what I'll do. So yeah, I mean, obviously I'm winning, but that's to be expected. I am the teacher here, and I've just played more chess. So, and what's great about Tam is she never gets discouraged when she loses because she loves chess. That's the thing about it, is you just don't want to get discouraged. If you're a person who can't handle losing, you never improve as a chess player, because even Magnus Carlsen loses sometimes. I've seen his database of games, and sometimes he loses, but it's only like 10% of the time. Like it's not very often. Okay. So now I am just, I mean, I'm going to checkmate Tam soon. Obviously, this game will end soon. Okay. So there's check. And there's checkmate. Okay. Now, I will have to end the stream here because I need to leave for work. It's 8:55. I need to get myself ready to work at Walmart all night long. I work overnight at Walmart. Thank you for joining me in the chat, History Boy, and watching this little play session between me and Tam. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, Tam says she's getting tired. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I have to go to work anyway.